What's up everybody, Kinetic here. I've got a quick video for you regarding the Elder Scrolls Online. It was speculated that this year at Gamescom that ZeniMax would come out and announce what its payment model will be for the Elder Scrolls Online, and the representatives at Gamescom in an interview with GameStar have announced that the Elder Scrolls Online will be a pay-to-play model subscription style of game. This comes as probably unexpected for a lot of people that were looking forward to the Elder Scrolls Online, but I'm also sure that this comes as a surprise to people that were expecting it to be something different, and probably a disappointment to a significant amount of people that were looking forward to the Elder Scrolls Online. The long story here shortened down is that the subscription fee will pretty much be exactly what you have seen in previous MMORPGs, that the Elder Scrolls Online offers unlimited play for the first 30 days with the purchase of the game, that the monthly fee will be $14.99 a month, and if you buy multiple months you will get a discount from, say, I don't know, for example, if you buy 6 months, this is just me speculating now, if you buy maybe 6 months, maybe they'll drop it down to $12.99 a month or something like that. And that's pretty much what this article basically says. So it's a bold move by ZeniMax Online. Recent subscription-based games such as Star Wars: The Old Republic, Terra, or Rift were unable to sustain their subscription base and have since been forced to adopt a hybrid free-to-play business model, fueling the widespread belief that the subscription model was outdated. Bethesda clearly doesn't agree. Yes, exactly. I think that's a lot of what people think that are pretty heavy into the MMO genre, that the subscription model simply does not work, and at best you can expect perhaps an optional subscription, the way that Rift does it, or a buy-to-play and some of the trivial flair things to be paid for, the way that Guild Wars 2 does it. I think that's what I was expecting, maybe a little bit subconsciously, is that the Elder Scrolls Online would do something a little bit more the way that ArenaNet does Guild Wars 2, but that's not the way that they're going with it. And the way that Matt here sort of goes on to say is that we are building a game with the freedom to play alone or with friends as much as you want. The game with meaningful and consistent content, one packed with hundreds of hours of gameplay that can be experienced right away, and one that will be supported with premium customer support. Charging a flat monthly fee means that we will offer players the game we set out to make and the ones that fans want to play. Going with any other model meant that we would have to make sacrifices and changes we weren't willing to make. So it sounds to me, and I hope that this is something that they're really being genuine about, is that ZeniMax wants to really, truly offer, I suppose, the way that Blizzard has done with World of Warcraft, as much of a premium service as they possibly can, with very consistent updates and expansion packs on a regular basis, perhaps, or things like that, for the Elder Scrolls Online. There is something that they said kind of in regards to how much fresh content will be coming out. We are already working on content that will roll out to players after ESO is launched. New quest lines, skills, zones, dungeons are already in the pipeline. These things, in addition to our endgame content, PvP, and extraordinary customer service, are all part of making sure we're delivering on the premium service and that the player feels like they are getting their money's worth. We won't know the exact schedule until after ESO launches, but our target right now is to have new content available every 4 to 6 weeks. Now that sounds pretty good. Hopefully that is really high quality content every 4 to 6 weeks. Something that Guild Wars 2 is doing is they're doing new content, I think, every 2 weeks now, and they have multiple teams that are working on bringing out content every couple of weeks for the Guild Wars 2, and admittedly in the recent past that these updates have not been exactly mind-blowing. The content hasn't exactly been the most exciting or memorable content, but it has been pretty interesting for the most part, and they're working to make it better, and they're also working to put out more permanent content as well, not just temporary, you know, frequent updates the way that they are kind of rolling out now. So for the Elder Scrolls Online, I think that this is probably, in my opinion, if you guys really want to know my opinion, I think that this is a good move probably on their part. I mean, I would have liked to have seen a different variety of options, not just a straight up, this is going to be a subscription-based game. But I really don't think that it would be a good idea for the Elder Scrolls Online to be a free-to-play game. I've played a lot of MMORPGs, both pay-to-play, buy-to-play, with some microtransactions, and free-to-play games. And I can tell you, in all honesty and with the most sincere belief, that the less money that an MMORPG asks for, the less service and quality you can probably expect from that game. A lot of the subscription games, yes, that have tried to do a pay-to-play, like Star Wars The Old Republic, like Terra and Rift, have tried to do in the past, they just probably didn't do it right, or didn't do it enough to maintain the interest of their customers and their audience to keep paying a monthly fee. But that doesn't mean that it's a failed model, and for all we know, ZeniMax really could be making the next big successful MMORPG that actually does justify and merits a subscription fee. And from that money that they get for a subscription fee, that they will put out the best quality, the best customer support they possibly can, with the most frequent updates as humanly possible from the money that they're getting for the pay-to-play model. As you move down that bracket into the buy-to-play for a lot of games, then the quality begins to fade, and so does the amount of updates and things like that. And then by the time you get down to the rock bottom, which is free-to-play, not only is the content just unpolished in most cases, it's not maintained well, the servers tend to be really bad, lots of bugs that stand in the game for long periods of time, and just a complete lack of updating in almost any way, shape, or form for a lot of these free-to-play MMORPGs, not to mention the gold spamming. The gold farmers in the trade or local map chat or whatever, spamming their messages, like I've seen so many times, like I recently saw especially in Raiders. Just so many Chinese farmers, for example, in the chat, spamming their messages to buy gold and stuff like that. And that's what's going to happen in almost every single case for a free-to-play game. If everybody has access to it, then that means that the scum, all of the scum, can come in and really make a shitty community for an MMORPG. So I'm glad that it's not free-to-play for those reasons. The subscription pay-to-play is kind of extreme. I wonder if they're going to be able to truly be able to hold that system. I think that if anybody does have a chance to do it, though, it is ZeniMax, because the Elder Scrolls Online is a very big and popular franchise of games, with Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim especially. These gamers are seriously dedicated to the Elder Scrolls series, and I'm sure a lot of people are more than willing, especially in hopes of a truly premium service, to pay a subscription fee monthly. If you would like to read the full article, I will have a link to it in the description of this video. Now, of course, if you aren't already typing away your comments to this subject, then let me know what you think about all of this in the comments section for this video. Tell me how you feel about the Elder Scrolls Online being a subscription game, a pay-to-play game. Is this something you were expecting? Is this something that you think is a good idea? Do you think it's bad? And guys, try to be civil about this, and let's not get into too much of a heated debate if possible, and certainly let's not point fingers and get into a potential console versus PC BS argument, okay? Keep it civil, guys. I'm looking forward to reading your comments in the comments section below, and I would appreciate if you click the like button and stay subscribed for more news and more gameplay, more action right here on Kinetic GTR. My name is Kinetic, and I'll see you guys next time.